Oh, you know what? I was in bed watching the end of a film. My missus had fallen asleep on my shoulder. It was really cute. I was lying there, I was thinking, I haven't done the Friday video, have I? So I'm like, oh, I've got like 2 hours to get it filmed, do that little bit of editing that I've started doing, and get it uploaded. And I had to sneak my shoulder underneath the missus first. But still, I'm here and I'm going to do the review. And because it's this late at night, I'm going to do pretty much the only thing I had available. And it is, I'm going to do a review of that little set that I got from the holiday. The other second set, possibly the better set, to be honest with you. And it's going to be this. Ooh. And this. And this. This is the little knockoff Centuratron set. Where Generations, Thrilling 30s, whatever it was. It was in one of the comics. Briefly. Very briefly. Sure. And let's have a look at them first. So we've got the tank, which looks about the same, to be honest with you. I don't remember it having these big bits at the side, but it might have done. Yeah, it's basically the same. And it's fine. Could have done with some paint, maybe a little bit more detail, because it's, blown up. Let's say blown up in scale, not exploded, but yeah. It's fine. It's not the greatest plastic I've ever felt, but it's sturdy enough. Okay. We've got the jet, which is fine. This doesn't look right. I can't remember how big it is on the original. I couldn't find it to do the comparison, and again, it's late at night, so nah. But it's fine. It's about right. And then off that set, the third one, the helicopter, or as the box says, the spaceship. Or is anyone actually picking this up and looking at it without any prior information would say, well, propellery things, little bridge where the periscope and stuff would be. This is a submarine, little torpedoes. This is a submarine. The giant Gatling gun. And, giant side propeller things. Like something from the Meg. Not a bad film. It's fine. It's actually quite interesting to see someone's taken what was a helicopter and they've turned it into something different. Like, the canopy would have stopped about here. And then there was just a little bit with like engine houses and stuff like that. And then around here, there was the bit for the propeller. Was the propeller attached to the back of the head? I think the propeller was actually attached to this piece, if I remember rightly. Get it more right position on the helicopter. It's just interesting to see how people have changed it. Because most of this is basically a new mold now, really. It's nice enough, it works, it's pretty good. Size comparison, we've got Fastlane. And considering these guys were a bit bigger than an old Minicon, they're now each about the same size as him. So, yeah. Good there. Should we transform them? I'll leave that one till last because I want to do something with that. Okay, so we'll get the tank. And it's exactly the same as the original. You get the side piece here, fold it all the way over. On this side, fold it all the way over. Split the turret. Now, I like to keep the turret on this side. Bring it out. it just plugs with these two plugs. It goes into each of the hands. I like to just leave it in there, so it's kind of like a left-handed Megatron all-gun arm. But because this one's got this peg, which I don't remember being on the original, but you can, if you want, use that and put it in. Should go in his hand. If you really want to. Don't know why you would, but yeah, I like to do that. Open up the feet, the feet, and split. Now, it will try and split the whole thing, but if you're very gentle, or you tighten up that peg a little bit, which I might do, you can just leave it like that. So it's got individual legs. Not a lot, but a little bit. Arms are on ball joints, so they can go in and out. You can have punching action. And they go all the way around. And the original, I remember having one scoped eye, and this has just got two eyes like that guy from Ghost in the Shell. Bato, something like that. I always butcher his name. But apart from there being very little detail, it's fine. Arms are a bit hollow, but so what? It's fine. It's not bad at all. When I originally saw these, I saw that one, and I saw that one, and I was looking through trying to find a helicopter, couldn't see it. And then eventually, like the second time I went and had a look, I had a bit more of a look because I had a bit more time. People hadn't run off without me. And I saw this one. I'm like, ooh. There are a couple of other things, like the Legends Generations, wherever it is, Tanko, little sort of like hotspot blue one. They had a knockoff of that, similar to this. But these three combined, and they were £3 each, so I'm like, I'm good with these. This one I noticed there was an issue with after I bought it, which I might fix on air. But, you know. So we got this, and we got the little gun bit, which you can wriggle out. I remember these being better moulded on the original, so they looked more like engines. Does that mean anything to you? Listen to me. So on the original it looked better like that, really, but on this one it doesn't look as nice, and this is huge and hollow. Fine. Sorry, I'm tired. You turn it up and oh look, there's the entire robot mode. So you bring the arms out. They used to peg onto the legs on the original. They don't now, or they're pegged in somewhere anyway. Then you get this, and these actually peg on this one. The original, I remember just the friction of wrapping around itself held it together. These have actually got that tiny little peg here. They go into a little hole there. So we straighten that up, and we bring this back to make a heel. And we get to the problem with this set. You bring this one out, and you do that, and it's right. Let's do the two issues with this set. These don't tab together and hold, and while you're trying to do that, this one comes off. This was loose in the box when I got back. That's because the little mushroom peg here has been squashed in. Can you see that? So I'm going to fix this live on air. So what we're going to do is I've got some snips and some cardboard, some thin hard cardboard. So I'm just going to cut a piece. Okay, don't want to double that over. I don't know if this is going to be too much, but we'll try it. And if I very gently press with this, instead of cutting all the way through, I just squash it. You push it to the point where you could cut through, but you just don't quite. Try and shove that in there. Problem with this is you don't want to push it too something too wide into the gap, because then you'll just snap it. And you'll push it too far open the other way and it'll snap. Come on. Be better with just the one thickness. Let's try that. Wow, I can't see what I'm doing. Going all the way in. There you go. Okay. And now when I've got it in position, I'm just going to snip around it. Okay, now we'll try and put that over the top. Now it doesn't want to come off anymore. Now this bit in the middle doesn't seem to want to stay tabbed in. Any particular reason for that, or is it just... I think this is a little bit too long this side. I'm probably just going to make a mess of it, but... trim that down ever so gently. Fits together better. It's not perfect, but it's better, and that isn't coming off anymore. Okay, there you go. That's what I've been waiting to do all this time. So, a little bit of a repair, custom fix, whatever, with Ugly. Hooray! And now we'll fold this over the top, which is a lot tighter on this one. It doesn't go down as far, so I might have to try and trim some of that out. So this would fold down further. And it's trying to pop out. Okay, I prefer if it went more flush with that like the original, but whatever, fine. So he's got the heels, he's got that, he's got the arms. The face is... I always liked the face on the original. It kind of seemed a bit... I don't want to say Beast Machine Silverbolt, but you know what I mean. It seemed quite cool. That can stand, and he can now because his leg's not popping off. And this can just go into one of the arms in the big hole there. Just shove that in, and now that's kind of holding together better. I can floor polish that leg or super glue it, whichever way. Just coat it, let it dry. Okay, there we go. Okay, well that's just a bit loose, it's fine, don't worry about it. I can fix that. And now we have this one. So I'm going to pop this off, just pegs in there, and oh look, it's a robot mode. Yeah, fold that over, bring the arms out, they don't peg it anywhere, they just rest there. Need to split the legs. There we go. They've got these little groove there, that little indent which goes around this piece here. Okay. And you can adjust these to your preference just to get them out of the way. And that's the base robot mode. Put this in the hand. If I remember rightly, this is the one that was quite feminine in the original set. Like one was really quite feminine with the proportions. This one, it's slim, but would I say it's feminine? Not so much. I don't know. And that one can go there. And so we have the set of three. Put your arm forward so it looks a bit more natural and you don't look so awkward. Come on. Stay standing. Thank you. You come a bit closer. Group shot. Okay. On size comparison, we have Cloudraker. So they're all roughly legendy whatever size. Get rid of the bit of cardboard. But that's not what you came to see, is it, kids? Because, like me, you know that this set combines. Alright, fine. So we'll take the gun off. We'll take the gun off. We'll take the gun off. Put those over to one side. And we shall start at the bottom and work our way up. Mostly, yeah. Okay, so this one, you fold the arms in like you're going to go back to tank mode. On the official one, I like to do that on each side, just to give a bit of space, but on this one it doesn't work so well. Turn it around and split. And those are the legs. Okay. This one, we flip him upside down. So he's doing a headstand. We just bring this down so we can see what we're doing. Now the original just had lots of little indents where it sort of rested as you moved it around. This one pegs into the holes. It's not as nice as it sounds, so we need to bend this piece up and pull. So if you can just about see in there, see there's a peg underneath. I've got to flex this to get that peg out, turn it here, get it around, and I need to get that peg into that hole. So get it into there, and then on the bottom of this piece here with the hip, there's that little peg there that goes into this sticking out piece here. So I line that up and peg them both in. And that's the shoulder transformed. Bring this hand in out of the way. I might as well flip that over to fill in the forearm and show the hand. And let's see how this works with my little fix. So I need to do the same thing. And, oh no, it's popped off. Okay. I might still tighten it with a bit of super glue or something, just, you know, like coat it, just make sure it works properly, but it's better than it was, okay? No. Not that much better, but better. Get that in there, fold that over, bring the hand off, leave that up, just all together properly. And that's the body. Then we get this one, and we turn it over, lift this up, fold the head through, fold that up, bring that down, still together, rotate this down a bit, plug it in, get these at the front, out of the way, and we can play with that in a bit. So like this, okay. The worst bit of the transformation, this goes into there to combine, but it doesn't, the original had like this nice little slot fit into properly. This doesn't seem to, so you just got to shove the head in there and hope it stays, and it doesn't like it, and I'm worried it's going to get stuck or break or both, because it's really not nice. And that's about as close as I like to, yeah, it's about as close as I'm going to get it without breaking everything. So as you can see, it's still a nautical mile off, but whatever, it's fine, it's close enough. Okay, alright, okay. And now that big hole there goes onto the plug that was used to combine his weapon. So we shove that Go on, line up. There you go. Onto there. And then you just sort of adjust all this stuff around the front to make it slightly nicer. You shove this down on the back. And then a bit that I found popped off before this review, so I don't know who's been messing with things. Then you just bring these around on these little ball joints and adjust them to your preference so they look like little weird wing things. Should bring the camera up a little bit. So, try and get him standing. Put the arms pointing forward there. Counterbalance, just about. Bring this up a little bit. There we go. You can adjust these to your preference. You have them tilted down if you want. A little bit of upwards thrust to keep him standing. Who knows? I mean, the original was a bit awkward. You had to have these hands in a certain place. This went into that hole, if I remember rightly, on the original. So can I get that to stay in there? Just about. There you go. The original was a lot more finicky about what you had to do. This one's a bit more like, nah, that's close enough. Okay, stand. Knees could do with being tightened as well. A lot of this could do with being tightened, but I haven't played with it too much because I wanted to do the review. Now we got the weapons. What you do is you get this one, and this big tab goes into that hole, and that's a little bit loose, and then that peg goes into this hole. And that's his big gun. And he can ever so just slightly hold it with a little bit of wriggling. But don't expect him to be able to point at anything because his shoulders are awkward. See, the original, the shoulder piece here actually rotated up flat. So you had proper ball joints sticking out straight and you turn the arm. But because the way it is now, all the angles are a bit awkward. So for him to point straight at you, his arms point at an angle. You can just about do that. You can't turn it any more in, but you can turn it all the way there. It's awkward, very awkward. Yeah, that one's a bit loose. Not that bothered. Again, dab of super glue or something just to tighten it up. Not a problem in the world. But you know what? It's a fully working, oversized, 3-part combining set. I'll take it. On the original, I used to rotate these around like this. And because the rotors weren't here, it meant I could have forward leg movement. And I guess I still can. Ah, there you go. I've seen people just leave them out to the side, but I don't like that at all. So, plus it now means they can't rotate back too far. But sick of that falling off. But yeah, it's a weird thing. Honestly, genuinely weird. Nice, but weird. And unless you want to go to Skegness and go digging through all the market stalls hoping to find the one I found, because I couldn't tell you where it was. I found it the second time, don't know how, but I wouldn't be able to tell you where it was. Unless you want to do that, Certoys did have these at one point, or similar ones. I don't know if they still do. If I don't put a link in the description, possibly not tonight, but in the morning, but at some point, if Certoys watches this, maybe Certoys will find it for me. They're quite good at that. Sorry, I need to click. But yeah, Certoys has sold these sets before, or similar sets. I don't know about the scale. Speaking of scale, let's just put Cloudraker in there. This is definitely more a Voyager kind of scale now. He has sold them. Certoys has sold them. Whether they've still got them or they can find them for you, I don't know. But if you're interested, have a look around. But yeah. Now I've done the review and I can do a little bit of work on it, it's going to be a lot better. But I wanted to have it raw for the review without messing with it too much. So yeah, this is gonna be a bit of fun for me now. I can mess around with it because it's actually genuinely cool. Like, these bits look stupid, but when it's combined, you need a little bit of flair up there. It looks quite cool. Little propellers are ridiculous, especially considering the packaging. This is a spaceship. What's a propeller going to do in space? Think it through. But no, it's cool. Genuinely really cool set, and I like it. Right, I need to get this uploaded and all the rest of it. So yeah, if I haven't got it after this, which I should have anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. I'm not trying to push that, but a lot of most of my viewers apparently aren't subscribed, so from whatever country you are or language you're in, especially if there's subtitles, I don't know. But like, comment, subscribe, just, help me know what you like. So yeah, I'm going to Scarpa. So, I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see all of you in the next one, where I get awkwardly refashioned into a submarine. I'm not very good at swimming. That's why I'm underwater. Bye.